Hello, gems. My name is Bushnell. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you stay long enough to subscribe. I talk about femininity, personal development, and mindset. And if you're already part of the tribe, darling, welcome back. As you level up, you'll start to notice that your circle is changing. You're going to notice that some of the friends you've had for a very long time are no longer your friends because you no longer share the same values and interests. And you're going to notice that you're going to have a few friends who you connect with, if any at all, because I believe it was such a miracle that Jesus had 12 12 friends, and even in the 12 he had 3 close friends. So in today's video, let's talk about your circle as you level up. First point is cut people off. You're going to have to cut anybody off who you've noticed is jealous of you. Jealous friends are very dangerous because the devil uses them to just do the worst thing to those who they're jealous of. And you're also going to have to cut family members who weigh you down, and this is especially for those who just started a career and you have family members who do not care how to budget, do not care about their finances, and because they know you get good money or you have a job or you have a business, they're constantly nagging you, they're constantly taking you through a guilt trip so that you give them money, neglecting yourself. So you're going to have to cut both family members and even friends off in your journey as a 20-year-old. This is the time where you are in the space, even as you level up as a 20-year-old, this is the time where you need to have legit people around you. And if people cannot rise up to your standards, then they have to know that they are all replaceable. They have to know that they're going to have to act right around you. And I've talked about this before, and it also has to do with boundaries and standards. If you have standards and boundaries, there's some things you won't tolerate in people, and that's just gonna be something that people have to understand. The second thing is visionary people. I can hear the voice of Apostle Joshua Selman saying this. He's somebody who has talked about this before, and I was watching in one of the short videos that they post of him, and I've shared this before. 9 poor people plus 1 rich person is equals to 10 poor people, but 9 rich people plus 1 poor person is equals to 10 rich people. So if you hang around the right people, you will also be in that space. You'll start having the same characteristics and achieving the same things that these right people that you're around with are achieving. Again, you're the average of the 5 people you hang around with. This is why it's so important, back to the first point, to cut the wrong people off, including family members. So also surround yourself with mentors, or have a mentor at least, for one of 2 things that are really important and key in your life. For example, I believe having a financial mentor in your 20s and a spiritual mentor as well is very key, because these are really important things in your 20s to develop and to learn. This is also the space where you can be a mentor as well to younger people to hold you accountable. The third thing is loving your own company. Now, this involves simple things like journaling. Journaling is you expressing your thoughts and putting them in words, and this enables you to process them well. Also, going on solo dates, it's not only fun, but it also shows you're a confident woman. It boosts your confidence. and it also helps you learn more about yourself, exposes you to a lot of things. And if you're single and ready to mingle, it's easier to meet a person when you go on solo dates than when you go on group dates with your friends or family. So solo dates are something you should at least prioritize to do once a month. Also, when it comes to loving your own company, is working on yourself, since you spend most time with yourself. And if you're not happy with where you are, the fault is yours. Do not blame. Women who are leveling up do not have time for excuses, and do not blame. They do not point a finger to others. If you're not happy with yourself, then do something about it. If you're not happy with where you are, then do something about it. If there's something you want to achieve, if you're not yet the version of the woman that you want to become, then start thinking, what will that woman be doing right now? Will she be studying, or is that woman fluent in very many languages? Does that woman take care of her nails? Does that woman have colored hair? And start acting and showing up as her. The final thing is having an intimate relationship with God. Now, if God is somebody you hang around with mostly, then you will again have characteristics like God. For example, how I mentioned in point number 2 that you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with. If one of those 5 people you hang around with is Jesus, because you're in constant communication with him, you're studying your word, you're taking your spiritual journey seriously and just growing, then of course you'll be Christ-like. And this is where I want to tell you to listen to my podcast, The Christian It Girl. I also went on a break there, but I'm back, and I'm telling you, you're gonna love the new episodes. If you've not listened to any of the old ones, go and listen to them. They're just lovely. But anyway, this is a time to be able to connect with God, especially if you're single. Paul says that in 1 Corinthians, Paul says that being single is a gift, and it's the time for you to connect with God the most, because as a married woman, you really want to have that time, because you'll be focused on how to make your husband happy. And this is that time to just fully create a relationship with God. And the beauty of this is God works on things that you don't even know you need to work on. God will help you cut off people because he'll give you discernment. God will lead you to the right people. He'll lead you to your destiny helpers. And God will just help you work on yourself. So honestly, all those other 3 points that I said earlier have their foundation on Christ Jesus. And these are the 4 points that I wanted to share in this video. It was quite short, but I believe it went straight to the point. So do not feel weird or sad or bad if you start losing people as you level up. In the words of Drake, I've been losing friends and finding peace, and honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me.